j'espère que vous allez très bien. In this lesson, the part 2, la partie 2, about prefix in French with myself, Pascal, and FrenchSpanishOnline.com. So what are we going to see this time? Well, the prefix be, le préfixe en, pré, re, sous, and sur, and see how these prefixes change the meaning of the word. So let's start with the first one, be. Well, be, you understand that it is related with to, and it's exact. So, for example, with the word centenaire, which means centenary or 100-year old, if you add the prefix be, you've got a new word, bicentenaire, and the meaning is 200-year-old. For example, le bicentenaire de la Révolution française. Le bicentenaire de la Révolution française. You can also have it with the word mensuel, monthly, mensuel. Well, if you add bi, you've got bimensuel. Un magazine, for example, peut être bimensuel, twice a month or fortnightly, bimensuel in French. En, it's another prefix, en. What can we do with that? For example, dormir, to sleep. Well, if you add en, you've got a new verb, endormir. Endormir, to put to sleep. Endormir. Terre, this one is a word, a noun. Terre, earth, soil, ground. If you had the prefix en and the letter r to get a verb, you've got this verb enterrer, to put to earth or to bury, enterrer. Enterrer quelque chose, enterrer quelqu'un. Words starting with BMP, of course, EN becomes EM. EM, so prison, for example, the first letter is a P. So, if you add this prefix now with the letter M and the ending né, you've got emprisonné, emprisonné, to jail, to put to jail, emprisonné. Okay? Bouteille, the same thing, a bottle. If you want to say to bottle, well, you add le préfixe en, but this time again with the letter M because the first letter is a B, and the letter R to get a verb embouteiller. Okay? Let's see now with the prefix pré. Bueno, pré seems to be before. For example, here, if you have the word histoire, history or story, well, of course, if you add pré, you've got this new word, préhistoire, la préhistoire, féminine. Nom, the same thing, a name. If you add pré, you've got prénom. The meaning is something before your family name, so your first name. And this is the meaning of prénom, before the family name, before the name, prénom. Okay? A new one. Re. Well, re is the repetition, so the meaning is again. For example, you can dire quelque chose, but if you want to say it again, you can redire la même chose. Je te redis la même chose. Bonjour. It is possible in France to say hello twice to the same person in the same day. But in this case, you will say, the second time, rebonjour, madame. Ça va toujours? Allez, au revoir. Sous mean under. So we are going to build, for example, with terrain. Terrain is a ground, un terrain. If you add sous, un souterrain, you've got an underground. Underground, le passage souterrain. Underground way, for example, un souterrain. Ligne, the same thing. Ligne is a line. If you add sous and our letter to get the verb, souligner, underline. Souligner. Je souligne les phrases. Sur, well, it's the opposite. After sous, we've got sur, on, something. For example, here we have doué. The meaning is gifted. But if you are hyper gifted in French, you are surdoué. C'est un surdoué, cet enfant. Quel surdoué! And of course, you can add another E if speaking about a girl. Nom, again, here we've got nom, a name, and if you say with the prefix sur, surnom, well, it's something you add to your name, so it's a nickname, surnom in French. Okay? So we saw several prefixes this time, very interesting. Now c'est fini. Merci d'avoir suivi cette vidéo avec moi. Mais s'il vous plaît, si vous aimez, vous pouvez la partager, vous pouvez souscrire, abonnez-vous, c'est gratuit. Alors, bon français et à bientôt!